My name is Ryan. I'm a longtime friend of both Danny and Jessica. Despite my lack of public speaking experience and officiating weddings, I am honored and excited they both insisted that I am the one for the job. I hope everyone here is excited as well. We have a very fun evening ahead of us. I invite you to laugh, cheer, and possibly even cry with me as this night unfolds. Before we get started, I have a request that requires some guest participation. I thought it might be fun to take a few moments before you turn your cell phones off. If you wish to, just take a quick fun selfie of yourself or your group seated around you with a small note to text to either the bride or the groom for them to view and enjoy tomorrow as they have their first day as a married couple. So right now, if you choose to, just take a
All right, selfie.
All right, Grandma. If you don't have the numbers,
Oh, you're not even in it. You know, maybe you hold it.
Oh, here, I'll hold it for you guys.
Yeah.
Where's
You're
the,
good. Oh, wait, you have to go to photo. You're on single take. There you go.
okay. All right, cool.
I'll send it to Jess.
Yeah, for right now, I'll sit right here. Yeah, we're gonna go out there for pictures after. And we have a whole list of pictures we want to take. Bride of like bride and groom, family, immediate family, extended family, stuff like that. So we're gonna get all that. Luckily, the rain's will be off.
request of the couple, I invite you to all turn off your cell phones and put down your cameras during the ceremony. The talented photographers with us today will capture and share these moments. We encourage you to enjoy the celebration without the distraction of technology. Please stand for the bride.
Can you sit? Stand by Taylor.
Who gives this lovely bride to Mary? Her mother and I do. As you walked in, you may have noticed a memory table we have for the loved ones we have lost. At this time, we would like to ask for a moment of silence to remember those who are no longer here with us. Even though they are not physically present, they are a key part of the foundation that makes Danny and Jessica the people they are today. Please Please cherish our memories of them and all others who live on in our hearts. Thank you. Please be seated. Today is a celebration of love, of commitment, of friendship, of family, and of two people who are in it forever. The marriage ceremony is one of the most important rituals in nearly every culture, religion, and society in existence. We have thousands of important moments that happen throughout our lives, but this one is regarded as one so critical, we acknowledge its special status by sharing it with others. Danny, Jessica, take a moment and look around at the people that chose to witness and celebrate the commitment you are making to each other. I've been lucky enough to know the bride and the groom for quite some time now, and when we try to think back about how they met or where they met for the first time, no one really seems to remember. But if I had to guess, I'm sure Danny used a heck of a pickup line. Their relationship started as a friendship that eventually evolved into something bigger. The first moment Jessica realized she was interested in Danny, he was running through a field with a traffic cone over his head, then only to trip over a fallen tree, sending him flying horizontally through the air. It was quite romantic, I'd say. From there, countless adventures and wonderful memories were made, leading us here to this day. Before we get into the serious stuff, I have a few words of advice for a long, healthy marriage. Something I have no experience in. So I consulted the internet. First, you never go to bed angry. Just stay up and fight all night. Number two, marriage is an as-is deal. Do not try to change your spouse. That's as good as it gets. Number three, continue to take her on date nights. Married couples that still date each other will stay together. Plus, it's a good way to hide that you forgot to make her dinner like you promised. Leave the toilet seat down. Beauty fades, and so will his eyesight, so there's no point in running. Remember that creating a successful marriage is like farming. You just have to start over again every morning. Lastly, just be patient, kind, put in more effort every day, always put one another first, and most importantly, never give up. You two are some of the greatest teammates that I've ever seen, and if you never give up, you will do great things. Today is just the beginning of your lives together, and each day and year will be filled with more special moments between the two of you. I'm here, we're all here, because we want those moments for you. We are here to hope with you, to support you, to be proud of you, to remind you that love isn't happily ever after. Love is the experience of writing your story. It's not one moment, not even this moment, it's every moment. Big ones like saying I love you, moving in together, getting engaged, finding out you'll be parents, but mostly a million little ones that come in between the big moments, like falling asleep next to one another, making dinner together, spending holidays with your families, getting a big hug when you come home from work, and most importantly, getting Chipotle together. These everyday moments fuse together into one big experience, your life together. Love is the best and most beautiful emotion we get to experience as humans. And the love that you two have found for each other over the last 8-ish years is just the beginning of your story, as today starts the next chapter of your story. You fell in love by chance. You're here today because you're making a choice. You are both choosing to be main characters in one another's love story. You've chosen to be someone who enhances you, who makes you think, who makes you laugh, and who makes you every day brighter. You're about to make promises to each other that you intend to keep. You're going to vow to take care of each other, to stand up for one another, to find happiness in the other. There's a simplicity to each of these promises you're vowing. You're vowing to be there. You're saying to the other, every experience I'm going to have, I want you to be a part of it. You're becoming teammates for life. And with that conviction in mind, will you, Danny, keep Jessica as your favorite person, to laugh with her, to go on adventures with her, support her through life's tough moments, to be proud of her, to grow old with her, and find new reasons to love her every day?
I will.
Will you, Jessica, keep Danny as your favorite person, to laugh with him, to go on adventures with him, to support him through life's tough moments, to be proud of him, grow old with him, and find new reasons to love him every day. Will you, Danny and Jessica, be each other's partners from this day forward? Will you bring out the best in one another, share your happiest moments together, and love each other absolutely, for the rest of this lifetime and for whatever may come next?
We will.
Andrew, do you still have the rings that Danny trusted you with this morning? As you place these rings on each other's fingers, I would like to remind you that you've both chosen to wear rings as a reminder of these promises. People often say wedding bands are a perfect circle with no beginning and no end. But these rings did have a beginning. The stones were formed a long time ago deep within the earth. Eventually, a series of lucky events caused them to rise to the surface, where someone dug them up. Metal was then liquefied in a furnace at 1,000 degrees, molded, cooled, and painstakingly polished. Something beautiful was made from raw elements. Your love is like that. It comes from humble beginnings, and through a combination of chance and effort, imperfect beings shape into something extraordinary. It's the process of making something beautiful where there once was nothing at all. As you look at these rings over the years, I hope you remember that you've created something invaluable. And just as I know you'll protect these rings, I'm confident you'll protect the commitments you've made to each other today. Good. All right. You have kissed 1,000 times before, maybe more, but today the feeling is new. You are no longer simply partners and best friends. You have become husband and wife. You have vowed in our presence to be loyal and loving towards each other. The best advice I can think to give you is just simply to have fun. Life is so short, always make the best of it together. Remember, you two were made for each other. And with that said, by the power that only you two vested in me, and by the overwhelming support of the witnesses here today, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Danny, now might be a good time to kiss your bride, and try not to miss her recording this. Pictures than Danny would care to. Now it is my pleasure to introduce for you for the first time Mr. and Mrs. Bryant.